All right, ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, we're back for some more One Piece. Last time we watched episode 972, and today we'll be watching episode 973. Now, in the last video, we went ahead and saw the very disappointing conclusion of the fight between ODEN and Kaido. Of course, starting off very, very impressively well. Although they were caught by surprise, they were able to put some big holes into Kaido's army, Kaido's forces, and managed to hold their own for a while. Even with Queen and King entering the fray, they managed to put in some work. Of course, they had help from Shinobu, who of course heard of the conversation between ODEN and Orochi. Again, going against Fukurokuju, she decided to help out ODEN and made her stand alongside with them against Kaido. With all that was going on, Kaido decided to enter this fight his own way. You know, he wanted the smoke with ODEN. He wanted to say, look, bro, you're doing a lot of damage. I need to put an end to you right now. You're making a little bit too much noise for my comfort, buddy. So he pulled up on him, and of course they had their standoff. The big manly fight between ODEN and the Dragon Kaido went underway, and it was going good. It was going pretty good. Kaido, of course, giving him the work because it's Kaido. He has to give him the work, bro. And ODEN trying his best to keep up with this whole dragon on him right now. Putting in every effort that he could. He's remembering what he's fighting for, who he's fighting for, the people that he cares about, the people that have fallen, the people who continue to stand, who he must protect. And all that coming to a shocking conclusion. He managed to come at Kaido, and of course we know about his blades, capable with the right wielder, of course, to cut through Kaido and his hardened skin. Seen the same thing with Big Mom and a lot of the tougher pirates. They have this very, very, very strong armor around them that has essentially made it impossible for them to experience any type of pain until you put a huge amount of haki into or the way you employ the haki needs to be in a way that's capable of cutting through that. And ODEN did that. He was able to cut through Kaido. He gave him that scar on his chest, just like Luffy. He put that X on his chest, and he let him know. He made him feel it. So even with all that being done, Kaido still ready to go in. He said, all right, you got some moves, bro. I'll admit you got some moves on you. You are definitely too big a threat for me to let to leave alive. And they had once again another clash with Kaido turning back into his human form, and Orochi and that old hag, the slippery little snakes they are, decided to interfere with this fight, and she turned into Momonosuke. And ODEN's a smart guy, battle smart. He would have been able to have seen through that under normal circumstances, but heat of the moment, like I said, the split second doubts that he had is what cost him that fight. It definitely put him in a position where he wasn't able to properly not just fight, but even defend himself. He took the full brunt of the force of that attack from Kaido's club and got knocked out. As horrible as that is, bro, they fought dirty and they won. That's all they needed. So fast forward a little while, lying to Kaido's forces, telling them that he doesn't know Shinobu and such, so she is able to continue hiding. Toki, of course, worried now that ODEN hasn't come back, assuming the worst. Kids hearing about that their father's going to be executed in the worst way possible, boiled in oil. I don't know who thinks of these things, but I wouldn't even be surprised if it was a real execution tactic, alright? I mean, as disturbing as it is. It might have been, bro. It might have been. Oil is common. Boiling oil is common for centuries. Who wouldn't think about what if I boil somebody as an execution tactic? That might be pretty cool. Let's make it a public spectacle, bro. Like, but Odin is not ready to go yet. He makes a deal with Kaido. If we are able to survive in this boiling oil for a certain amount of time, then you'll let us free. I don't know what he's thinking, because they made deals together before and they did not, you know, stay with the terms of those deals. They were not trustworthy in the slightest. So whether or not he'll agree to this, we'll have to see, but let's get into it here. Episode 973. If you guys would like to watch reactions a day early, check out the Discord. Link is down in the description below. If you guys would like to watch episodes a week early, check out the Patreon, also in the link in the description down below. But let's get into it here. Full reactions always in the description. I'm gonna get into it here. Let me just skip this real quick so that way I can go past the title. There it is. All right, let me skip that. But yeah, let's get into it here. Episode 973. Let us go. I don't know what kind of balloon that is, Hiyori. I don't know who told you that's what a balloon looks like, but they lied to you. Orochi's like, they might actually survive it, bro. Chill out. I mean, he's drunk. He having fun. Yep. Why does the top of his head look like a sake cup? You want to boil for an hour in oil? You don't even have the watch yet. Chill. You're not timing it. No, he did stay in the water in the sea for 3 days. He's like, no, it's just me. Broke that shit off. He said, get away from me. Oh, he's gonna carry them on his back. He's technically in there. He said, just stay up there. He is not human. This is absolutely inhuman, bro. How are you surviving in boiling oil? Yeah, Kaido's like, this is funny as shit. They're technically in the pot. Now you start the clock? Bro, come on. I've been in here for at least 3 minutes already. Y'all ever cooking on a pan and got some oil in there and that sometimes it splatters or something? Those little oil drops that gets on your skin, bro. That's enough to take me down. He's in a whole bath, bro. Oh no. That's what I'm saying. You got hockey on that. This is some primo training. Bro, he's in the oil. You talking about... He's in the actual oil. He's talking about, man, it's so hot up here, bro. I thought she pushed him in. Oh, he's about to notice her. Could you? Damn, out of hiding. She has had enough of all this disrespect. Boom, 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 boom. Oh Lord, Shinobu, no turning back from this one. He saved y'all. He's saving y'all. Boom. Zoro. Zoro. Bum, bum, bada, bum. Man, oh man. Are we really gonna have this rematch with Kaido, and this man got Big Mom on his side? Like, fighting him alone wasn't hard enough. Now, I get maybe the whole entire clan shouldn't be punished for one person's mess-ups, but, you know. Are we getting the you guys bred your own villain sort of story? The fall from grace. He's like, everybody will pay for the torment I suffered. It's just an endless cycle, ain't it? You had people captive? Got kids in there too. I love how not only his skin, but his clothes is immune too. I guess he covered his whole entire body with haki. Even the clothes. Jeez. Fucking Orochi sounds like Moria, bro. The way he be screaming. That high-pitched scream. You really can't touch him through that thing, bro. That shit is too strong. He took on the full brunt of all that suffering, man. Yeah, she really couldn't take hearing that anymore, bro. She's like, y'all don't even know what he's been doing. If there is ever a story about a man who's been endlessly hoed, that's ODEN, bro. That is ODEN. There's no one that's ever been snaked as much as this guy here. He tried to do everything right as he could do it. No matter what, he was literally set up for failure. That's all it was. His whole entire existence was to be made a failure, man. And even then, I think it's even more inspiring to see that even though everything is working against him, he's still trying his best to make it work. But we know how this ends. Somehow, some way, this man gets hoed at the end. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Not everyone is meant to win. But Odin's story exists to act as some, a cautionary tale to those that come after, to his son, to Luffy, to everybody. And what to do and how to do it, who to trust, who to be. That's what Odin's story is about. And although, like prequels, whether it's in flashback setting or if it's as drawn out as this could be its own series. It could be like a little mini series, right? Or its own little movie, like a prequel movie, going through the happenings of Wano and how everything came to be. And prequels can have their strengths and weaknesses, but because you know what's going to happen, how this all ends up. But still, I think the context is important. There is a lot being built up here. Why Orochi does what he does, why Kaido does what he does, why the people believe in Odin so heavily, and why this division even occurred. You can easily see why some people would be hesitant to believe this and why some people would be completely okay with believing this, and this even strengthening their respect for Odin. With that going out there, with that message being out there because of Shinobu, it's going to create that division which Orochi is going to be so afraid of later on. Because we know like Odin still had his supporters, but I'm sure there's still people that are like kind of hesitant to believe what he was doing was so stupid. And her saying that was enough for them to be like, oh, okay, so that's why. So they'd definitely be ready to believe that. And considering, the people in the town when Odin pulled up, like they were shot at and forced to leave and they couldn't see what was going on, it's up to anybody's guess what could have actually transpired. You know, they had actually clashed a little bit, him and Kaido, and they had fought inside of the castle, and then they had seen what happened with Orochi having his hostages and all that. So, I mean, yeah, Oden, he was stuck in between a rock and a hard place. What could you do? So, and even then, the fact that he's even like considering that they would hold up their end of the bargain here with if he is able to withstand this boiling oil is kind of crazy to me. Like, you really think they're gonna go with this? I don't know, bro. They might or might not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is definitely gearing up to be. I'm really interested to see how this all plays out, because I thought it was going to end after the fight, but clearly there's more that goes down, so we'll have to see what happens. But that does it for this video here, ladies and gentlemen. Next time we'll be watching episode 974, but that wraps it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode just as much as I did, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.